Everyone, thank you for having me. It's such an honor to be here tonight among such courageous hearts, survivors, advocates, and those who have turned their pain into purpose, such as myself. It's an honor to be here not only as Mrs. Asia USA, but as a survivor, a different kind of sexual violence. I want to speak about a kind of sexual violence that doesn't always begin with fear or force, but with what appears to be loving kindness. It's called grooming. I was 15, and I was born an Asian American raised to be silently obedient and ready to please. The person who harmed me was someone close, someone I trusted, and actually, my sister's older boyfriend. That's what made it so confusing. He kept saying, "I chose the wrong sister. You're the prettier one." It's the attention and the compliments and the presence that was making me feel different, special, especially at a time when I was going through the insecurities as a teenager. And as a professional ice skater, at the time, a very competitive ice skater, I was going through a sad downfall in my competitive career. And so something like this could just hook and sink me. So it does start with attention, sometimes gentle, flattering, seemingly harmless. I thought, he's my brother, so this is safe. But slowly, the lines blur. It turned into something else, a manipulation I couldn't recognize at the time. My boundaries were tested, pushed, and eventually dissolved. But because it didn't look like violence, I didn't have the language for it. What do you say? How do you talk about it? I couldn't speak of it. He was still with my sister after it all. I lost my ability to connect with my family. I was fearing everything. My body image, the eating disorders that I got into, the suicidal depression, the panic attacks. I couldn't leave the house. It went on for 13 years and beyond. It was 13 years later that I realized the light bulb went off, that I had suppressed it for this long, that I wasn't myself, that I wasn't the same light, the same person, the same personality. I was broken and afraid. At the age of 26, after years of suicidal depression, I said to God, if you're really there, please tell me what to do. I didn't grow up with religion. I didn't know God or any form of religion. But the way he answered me was the first time I channeled. I picked up the phone. I called my cousin who moved to LA 5 years before. And from the East Coast, I said to her, guess what? I'm moving to LA. And she was so excited, and I was alarmed at what I had just said. I guess I was moving to LA. My life completely pivoted. It took a spiritual path, a journey of trust, of faith, that I was completely mentally disturbed, broken, emotionally not capable of being a true adult in this world, but hiding behind the facade of someone who had it all together. I left my family. In fact, I had to divorce them because they were not there for me. My mom was a sexual violence victim herself by her own father. And her mom was raped by the same man, is how she came about. You see, sexual violence can come in so many forms, but if it's not resolved, it continues and continues into the next generation. I am here to stop that. I'm here to say thank you. It makes me really emotional to think about the fact that mental illness is still out there in so many lives and hurting so many people. Because for me to be here today as Mrs. Asia USA and a physician, a Chinese medicine physician, living a life that I could only imagine being mentally sound, emotionally resilient, and confident today, standing here speaking in front of you, this is all a dream. That I am here, I survived, and nobody even knew what I was going through. Nobody understood until I was at the deathbed of my mother, who I finally reconciled with, whom I prayed for, the one who said, "Don't talk about your God to me." The one who said when I told her I was depressed, "You don't think I don't get depressed?" The one who suppressed me further because she hadn't dealt with her issues. This is the true epidemic today. The shame that we hold in and the pain that continues even into our marriages and our partnerships and relationships, because deep down we're still victims. I say today, I am not a victim. I'm happily married to my husband, Trent Miles, over here, whom is so patient with me because I am still working through. I'm still working through the flattery he gives me. And how many times have I told you, Trent, stop flattering me. I hate it. I don't do that anymore. Last year I walked across the stage, shame-free, okay with my beauty. So that was my story. I have dedicated my life to healing myself because the purpose that I have been placed on this earth is to heal others through that experience and that wisdom. Today I perform miracles. I am a vessel for God, even with the words that I speak, the hands that I use to touch, the patients that I work on, and the power of prayer, the power of energy healing. As a trauma specialist today, I know without a doubt that trauma can be cleared instantly. Emotions, negative trauma, traumatic experiences. I don't know how many of you in this room know this because it seems so far-fetched. How can that be possible? But I am a trauma specialist who knows and can prove with countless experiences with patients that their traumas have been cleared in one session. And I share this today as the CEO of Angela Kung Acupuncture and Wellness Center, which is a sacred haven of 3,000 square feet for people to come in or work with me remotely as an international healer to get the healing that they didn't even know was possible, to resurrect their souls and their relationships, and to find that they can thrive in their life again. I'm so convicted for this issue and this push to end these things, but you and I both know it will not end. This is not a world of perfection. So it is about awareness. It is about knowing how to heal because it will happen. It is about speaking and not hiding in shame. Talking about it, not being afraid or embarrassed. I truly wish that every child can be taught this in schools, by their parents, that it can happen at any moment, that intentions are not always the best. Please know that in my heart, I am here to serve. I am here to help be a voice for the entire universe to make a change. And that starts with speaking out. Please talk to your kids, talk to your friends. Don't hide that pain. Because my mother that I spoke to you of, yes, she died of cancer because she held that in. Today, when I see patients, it doesn't matter if they have cancer and autoimmune or they just have panic attacks. Maybe they have seizures, migraines, something minor, something just take a pharmaceutical pill for. No, I didn't become an MD for that reason. I became a healer because I know there is something more behind the physical symptoms of illness. Don't be fooled by your illnesses to just go to the hospital or get urgent care and pharmaceutical meds. That is not the answer. We must be more aware and wise to our bodies, our minds, our souls. We are the most valuable thing in the world, infinitely valuable to our higher power. I'm so grateful for God for blessing me to have a voice, to have a body, to have this platform of Mrs. Asia USA, of speaking here today, of being a healer that I am today, to share the wisdom and the healing and the self-empowerment that is absolutely necessary for every single soul in this room and beyond. To rise up and be the best that you can be. Because why not? You are worth it. We all are. I thank the Lord Jesus Christ, and I thank you all for this time. God bless.